Hi guys, welcome to Mealtime. Today we're going to be making a delicious dessert, a cheesecake. This is simple, easy. If you love cheesecake like I do, I know you're ready to get started. So let's get started. First we're going to do the crust first, and then we're going to go into making the cheesecake itself. So we're going to start, we need 2 cups of graham cracker crumbs, and I'm going to show you how I got to this point right here. But if you don't have a blender like this, you can crumble it up, put it in a bag, you can beat it down, you can roll it on the rolling pan, okay? So you don't have to worry about that. Let me put the graham crackers inside the blender. And I'm gonna blend this until it's like a grain. It'll be like grain. I'll show you that close up here in a minute. And if you do have one of these, you want to check it and make sure. Because see, sometimes it don't all crumble at once. So just go back. Do it again. Okay, let's see, is this going to be 2 cups? Almost there. We're going to do a little more. And the reason I love to use 2 cups is because it makes my crust thicker. Now you can use a half a cup or 1 cup, but I love 2 cups. And this right here is, don't want to go home. Okay, I think I got it. Do just a little more. And we should be at our 2 cups. You know, I love blending stuff sometimes, but it can be a bit confusing. Okay. Okay, here we go. Now I should be right at 2 cups, and then I'm gonna clean my mess up a little bit here. It's stuck. It's truly stuck. I don't know, you may not want to get one of these. It's truly stuck. Okay. We get it together. Okay. That's why I love making desserts, because I have so much fun. Okay. So that is 2 cups, okay? Even though it was a struggle, we got there. I just want to clean these crumbs up right here. And then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to get my butter. And then you're going to need 1/3 stick of butter. So we're going to go get that right quick. Okay. Let's get the butter. One-third is all you need of butter. Let's get this turned on. I'm gonna get a knife. And cheesecake is so, it's versatile. You can do so much with cheesecake. That's why I enjoy making cheesecake. Let me put this back in the fridge. Then I'm gonna get my bowl. gonna wait till this get good and melted. Let me use my knife. What inspired me to make this cheesecake? Well, when I was younger, I would always buy the box cheesecake, which was called the no-bake. So I decided that I wanted to make my own cheesecake. So ever since then, I have started making my own homemade cheesecake. We're going to break, guys. I'll be right here when you get back. Welcome back, guys. Okay, we done the crust, and now we're doing the butter. And I'm going to get out my spring form pan so we can get this crust going. I have my spring form pan. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take the graham crackers and we're just going to pour them in. And I know it seems like a lot. It is, because I want mine coming up on the sides a little bit. But if you just want it flat with no extra crust, then you won't need this much. You just do 1 cup. Then we're gonna take the butter. I'm just gonna pour it in there. And what I love about this is you don't need a bowl or anything. You can mix it right in your pan. We're gonna take 1/3 cup of brown sugar. That's all you need for the crust. And you're gonna mix everything in here well. You want it just a little bit doughy so it can stick. And make sure you get the brown sugar all mixed in as well. It may take a little time, but not too much time. It's fun. And start pushing it down as you mix, and then you'll know it's almost ready to stick. That's it. And then once we get this around the pan, we're gonna place this in the refrigerator for like about 15 minutes because you wanna get it chilled, because you did just put warm butter in here. So you wanna get it chilled. And if you don't have one of these pans, don't worry about it. You can use a glass dish. You can use any pan that you have at home. It does not matter. And you can use the same ingredients and get the same delicious cheesecake, okay? So you don't have to run out and try to get everything you see me with. Just make do with what you have at home. Okay, now see, this is about ready. It's pushing down. Okay. And then you're gonna spread it evenly. Make sure you even it up, leave no holes or nothing in the bottom of your pan that you can see from the crust. Just gonna even it up. Some may be a little dry pieces, but that's okay. You don't have to worry about that. So you just want to spread that around real good. Push it back with your silverware, your spoon, your fork, whatever it is that you're using. And then you're going to use your fingers and you're just going to press it up against the sides. See, that's what I'm getting ready to do here. See that? Okay, so now we get ready to do a little pressing. It's simple. Some crumbs may seem like they're coming loose, but don't worry about that. Not to worry about that. You want to just press. And once you learn how to make this cheesecake, I mean, you can do Oreo cheesecake, you can do strawberry, you can use any kind of fruits that you would like. Every last one of them go with cheesecake. Okay, so I think that is good and ready to go in the refrigerator, and then we're ready to get started on making the cheesecake itself. Okay, refrigerator time. Okay, guys, now we're getting ready to start on the cheesecake itself. Let me get my bowl. Okay, so what you're gonna need for this is, let me get my blender. I'm gonna get all this hooked up here. My knife. Okay, now to make the filling, you're going to start off with 2 packs of cream cheese and make sure they are soft. You need them super soft, so if you need to let them sit out the refrigerator for a couple of hours, do so. So we're going to start off with the 2 packs of cream cheese first. I don't have a special way to open this, so open this the way you can, okay? I'm gonna do the second pack. And then I'm gonna get my milk. Now, this is 1 pint of heavy whipping cream. If you don't have heavy whipping cream, you can use milk if you want to, okay? I have used milk, I have used heavy whipping cream, and they're both delicious. So don't worry about it. If you don't have this and you have milk, please use your milk. You need the whole pint of this. So we're gonna pour that on in there. And this makes the cheesecake creamy, so does milk. So don't worry. Then we're gonna get this blended. Only thing this does is it just shoots everywhere. And you want to blend this until it gets a little thick. It's not going to be too thick because I'm making a creamy cheesecake. Okay, now once that's halfway blended, you're gonna take 1/3 white sugar and you're gonna pour it on in here. This is like a little sweetener because cheesecake by itself is kind of bitter, so you need to add some sweetness to it. Okay, now that we're halfway done, we're gonna take vanilla extract. Now you don't need to, well, I'm not having a good day with this cheesecake today, but we're gonna take and we're just gonna dab That's all you want to do. You just want to just dab just a little bit. There you go. That's it. So this is no 1 teaspoon, no 1/2 teaspoon. Just take it and just dab you a little bit in there. And make sure you keep your sides, keep it all off your sides. Push it down in here. See, right now this is still a little lumpy. You don't want it lumpy, so you have to keep blending until it gets smooth. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a break, and I'll be here when you get back. Okay. Okay guys, I'm back and I'm finishing up here blending up the cheesecake. Now I'm just about done. This is how your cheesecake needs to look. It's like a creamy ice cream. This is exactly how it needs to look. So I'm getting ready to get the crust out and we'll get ready to put this in its place where it belongs. Okay. Okay, the crust done held well. See that? Done held super well. Okay. So let me get I want all my cheesecake. Don't leave nothing behind. Put it all in here. And you're gonna have to do this because the cheesecake is so thick and all of it's not gonna come off. We're all done. Okay, so now we're going to take the filling and we're just going to place it inside the crust. Now I'm using my butter knife here because it was the closest thing that was in my hand, but you can use a spoon, a spatula, you know, whatever you can just to get it in here. It's not that difficult. And it's so creamy, so anything will work. See that? See how creamy that is? Okay, that is all done. So we're gonna just smooth that out the way, set it right there. And we're gonna take, you make sure you smooth this all the way around. You want the corners, the edges, you want cheesecake going all the way around. Now, if you have time to wait when this cheesecake is done, well, if you don't have the time to wait, you need to put it in the freezer for at least about 2 to 3 hours. But if you have the time to wait, put it in your refrigerator and just let it set, you know, for about a couple of hours or so too. And when this cheesecake is ready, I know we're closing in all the seams. When it's ready, what you do is, see, you'll take a knife when it comes out and you'll go all the way around to loosen it up from the pan. Okay, but I'm ready to place this in the refrigerator and I'll be here when you get back. Okay guys, welcome back. The cheesecake is all chilled and ready. I'm ready to get it out the fridge, and then I'm ready to show you how I do my cherry topping. Okay, here we go. First I want to run the knife around the edges quick to make sure this is loosened up. This is what I was telling you to do when you take it out the refrigerator or the freezer. See, that's perfect. Perfect cheesecake. Okay, well, we're gonna do the cherries before I open it. Okay, and then for your toppings, I'm using 1 can of cherries, but you can get strawberries, you can get any kind of fruit that you want. Okay, but if you use cherries, this is what I do. I always add sugar to my cherries because cherries are a bit tart to me, so I add just a little bit of sweetness. And this is just a half a teaspoon of sugar. So what I do is I just take the sugar, no bowl needed, and then I just start moving it around like that. And not only do this add sweetness to the cherries, moving your cherries around in the can also it'll thin it up just a little, because you don't want it super thick when you're putting it over your cheesecake. You want it to run, you know, just a little bit. So this is how I do my cherries. And if you don't want the sugar, don't worry about it. You don't have to add it. So we mix this around just a little bit. I want to make sure that sugar's going all the way through. Okay, now we're getting ready to top our cheesecake. You're gonna use this whole can. See, you can see the glaze, how thin it has gotten. That's because you stirred it first. So always try to stir it first. I'll set this right here. Then you're just gonna take, see how thin that juice looks? Looks good too. And you can put nuts on here if you would like. I mean, if this is your cheesecake, you fix it the way you want to do it. Topping with your toppings, okay? Anything you want to top it with, top it. Now I'm gonna get my little serving tray, and we're gonna take this off, and you're gonna be able to see it. Okay, got my little pink serving tray. Let's move some of this out the way. Set that on there. And we're gonna hope and pray for the best. Okay, voila. Cheesecake is ready to be served. But I want to cut this because I want you guys to see how it looks. So now, and if you're not ready to eat this whole cheesecake, good news, you can freeze it. You can freeze this cheesecake, and cheesecake is good in the freezer at least for about 2 to 3 weeks. So you don't have to worry about wasting anything. Just freeze it and save it. Okay, let's cut a piece. Let's see how this looks. We're getting ready to see. what this cheesecake really, really looks like. Here we go. There you go, guys. Delicious, creamy, cherry cheesecake. I tell you, don't this look good? Oh, let me turn it around so you can see where I cut it from. There you go. Okay. Guys, I think we are all done here. I hope you enjoy cooking with me today. I will see you next time. Bye. Oh yeah, the good part now. Mm, mm, mm. Wow, I tell you, this is delicious.